Here is an inventive collage activity that introduces the fictional world of artist Saya Woolfalk. One of the best ways of growing our creativity is to get ideas from other artists and then transform them through the filters of our own imagination, our experience, and the art materials we have at hand. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up and comment down below. I came across the artist who inspired this collage project, Saya Woolfalk, through an artist friend of mine, Tereza Bušková, who teaches an art club in Birmingham, England. You should check out Tereza's amazing artwork too. I'll put a link in the description below. But back to how I found out about today's artist. My friend Tereza posted online some of her art club students' artworks that were inspired by today's artist, Japanese-born and New York-based Saya Woolfalk. Apart from the wonderful artworks, the thing that drew my attention was Saya Woolfalk's theme. Her creative idea involves a fictional race of women, the Empathics, who alter their genetic makeup and fuse with plants. Her artwork and the artist herself ask,
what world do you want to live in? Who's with you in that world? If you had a chance to build a world anew, what would it look like?
As my own classes and I had just completed a project collecting and drawing roadside weeds to combine them to create new plants and hybrid creatures based on the plant details we liked, I thought Saya Woolfalk's ideas would be a great springboard for further developing my students' creativity and extending our project in a new direction. But regardless of whether you come to this video already warmed up to the idea of hybrids, Saya Woolfalk's theme and her questions are excellent starting points for thinking about interspecies fusions through a collage project. Here is the art process you can follow, which is the same as my students followed. The challenge is to create a human-plant fusion in collage form, and before you decide how you are going to interpret, transform, and develop this theme, we should look at Saya Woolfalk's artworks and see what Tereza Bušková's students did with this theme. Now, to give you further inspiration, you could find pictures of tree shapes, seed pods, mushrooms, fruit, and other plant details. I created a simple wall display for my students to look at for shapes and patterns they could include in their collages. I also supplied my students with a selection of drawings of eyes they could cut up for their collage, or they could draw their own. If we are creating a human-plant fusion, we are creating a blend of plant and human. But in what proportions? Think about the balance between human and plant that you want in your fusion. Now you are nearly ready to create. You will need colored craft paper, scissors, and a glue stick. I recommend using these 4 steps. First, select your background using an A3 sheet of colored craft paper. Next, cut your large shapes, such as the head, neck, shoulders, and hair or leaf shapes. Cut these from colors that contrast with your background. Try to do this without drawing lines first. So I'm suggesting you think of your scissors as your pencil. Try to be brave and inventive enough that you can cut shapes directly without drawing them first. Thirdly, cut all the smaller shapes that add detail and character and arrange them on top. You can use found pictures, patterns, or textures. At this stage, you can also draw or paint details on separate pieces of paper and cut those out for your collage. Finally, the 4th step is gluing. You will see I am recommending you do not glue as you go through the first 3 steps. Wait until you have all your shapes ready and you have arranged them the way you want. Now you can easily make any changes you feel like because they're not yet glued in place. Now your collage is complete. Time to photograph your artwork and share it. Here is a selection of the collages made by my students for this project.